Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking all about MAC foundations. So working with MAC, I feel like I get a lot of questions and a lot of people coming in wanting to know about MAC foundations and what is the best one for them. A lot of people come in and they don't know how many foundations we have. They may have gotten something suggested to them by a friend like who uses MAC as well too. It's like just a kind of whole jumble of different scenarios that people come in for. And I just wanted to explain all of the different foundations that we have because I feel like sometimes a lot of people get confused and maybe a little bit taken back when I try to explain to them all the different foundations. So I hope that this video could kind of help people learn about the different foundations that we have, and then when they go into the store they can kind of narrow it down for them a little bit easier than being so overwhelmed with all the different foundations that we have. So let's get started, and I'm going to be teaching you all about MAC foundations. Okay, so we're going to start from the sheerest coverage foundation that we have to the most full coverage foundation that we have. So starting off with face and body. So face and body is a sheer coverage. There is no, building it up really to make it medium or anything like that. Just sheer coverage. It is a natural satin finish, which is gonna make it look more skin-like. It's not gonna be matte on your skin. And the benefits behind it, it's very hydrating for the skin because it does have water in it as well too. Moving up on the scale of sheerness is our Mineralized Moisture SPF foundation. And this foundation is also sheer, but it's also a buildable one. So it's sheer to medium, and it's also natural satin. So it's gonna look a lot like your skin. It's gonna be very dewy, very glowy, definitely not a matte finish at all. And the benefits behind it, it's very moisturizing and hydrating on the skin. So if you have really dry skin, this will really help you. Or, if you even have oily skin and you want that nice, luminous, dewy finish, this will be a great foundation for you. So moving on to the next level of coverage is our medium coverage foundations. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is our Match Master formula. And the cool thing about this foundation, it has color flexibility. So I like to say it basically doesn't have an undertone like all of the rest of our foundations do. So if you feel like you're kind of in between that yellowy, pinky kind of stage, or you really just want like a really just neutral color on your skin, or if you feel like in some parts of the year you are more yellowy or more golden, or and then some parts of the year you're a little bit more pinky or red or anything like that based on the time of the year, this will be a perfect foundation for you because it does have that color flexibility to it that it's going to match your skin kind of no matter what. So you don't really have to buy a bunch of different shades of colors. You probably will stay that one shade all year round, which is wonderful. Like I said, this is a medium coverage foundation, and it is a natural matte finish. So if you like that matte finish and you don't want any shine or glow, this will be a perfect foundation for you. I definitely suggest this one though for people with oily skin. I don't suggest this one for really dry skin just because it does have a matte finish. So if you feel like you have more dry skin and dry patches, this might cling to those and enhance them a little bit, and you don't want that. You really want your skin to look very smooth, and so when you have a matte foundation on dry skin, it may not look the best. The last one in the medium coverage category is our Pro Longwear foundation. And like I said, medium coverage, and the benefit behind this one is that it is a long wearing foundation. So a lot of times, a lot of brides or people that are going to events or anything like that like to use this foundation because it wears all day long. It is just a natural finish. So this one is gonna look the most like your skin. It's gonna, if you are more oily, it might bring out some of the natural oils in your skin. If you are more dry, it won't look like too dry like a matte would, but it won't add too much shine like a satin would. So it's kind of right down the middle, kind of like more skin-like, which is really nice if you want something that you're confused between the two. You don't know if you like a matte or a satin. You want something that to look like your skin. The Pro Longwear will be great for you. So now moving on to our medium to full category. These are basically, you know, like I said, medium to full foundation or medium to full coverage foundations that are buildable. We do not have a completely full coverage foundation that we sell mostly at the stores. There is a full coverage foundation that you can buy at the pro stores or online, but at normal, you know, MAC stores or counters, we have the medium to full category, so it is buildable. So the first one is our Studio Fix Fluid, and this I would say is our most popular foundation that we sell, just because a lot of people like that matte finish in their foundation. So, and a lot of people want a more full coverage foundation. So they use this one to achieve that. The thing is though, like I said, if you have, you know, like I said with the Match Master, if you have more dry skin, I wouldn't suggest using this just because it is that matte finish. So if you want something that is more medium to full coverage, then you will want to choose something else. If you have oily to normal skin and you love that matte finish, Studio Fix Fluid would be great for you because it's gonna give you that nice full coverage matte finish. So now for all of you, you know, kind of dry skin, or you really like that nice dewy glowy finish, the next two are gonna be perfect for you. So the first one is our Studio Sculpt, and this is also medium to full coverage, and its benefits are moisture and hydrating because it has shea butter in it. So if you really feel like you have dry skin, this is gonna be great just because it's gonna help hydrate your skin while you're wearing the foundation. I really suggest this one for people with dry skin. The next one is our Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. So the difference between this one and the regular Pro Longwear foundation that I mentioned before is that it is a step up in coverage, so it is a medium to full coverage, and it's also waterproof. So I love this foundation just because it has that waterproof factor in it, and if you sweat or if you're, you know, at an event and you're crying or anything like that, this foundation will really not move at all. It's still great also because it is a natural satin like the Studio Sculpt. So it's still great for people with dry skin, but I would say that this one is good for anyone, like any skin type, just because it has that waterproof factor to it. That's the overview of all the MAC liquid foundations. I really hope that this helped you out because I know it can be overwhelming when you walk into the store or the counter and you see all these foundations sitting there and you're like, I just want a foundation. So I hope that you really can take this and you decide which one is going to be best for you, and you'll be able to find your perfect foundation. So I hope that you please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.